Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor. Oh boy, here we go. Now I know how Trades feels. He does something like that every time. Makes things a little more fun, definitely. Welcome to Apex Investor, ladies and gentlemen. Today's our daily update for Thursday, April the 8th. AMC and GME, here we go. AMC was trading 950 to 1001. My goodness, that's 51 cent spread. The volume was very little. I don't even want to say it's just really, it's a, tells you what's happening. It's being manipulated. That's the conclusion of it. Gamestop, same deal. Was trading 164 to 185. That's a $21 spread. And the volume was, again, minuscule today. A little bit better than yesterday for both of them, but still, it's tumbleweeds. We're just waiting for this catalyst to bring in the volume has to drive the price. If we look at the chart, if we disregard this anomaly here of the 120, this is stable since March the 15th, 16th. So we can expect a spike to develop most likely before the end of July. And when I say spike, I'm not talking just about 300. We're probably, you know what? I don't want to say, but we're going to at least 300 before July. And so we have April, we've got May and June. We got 4 months. And I'm not going to guarantee it, but it's a very strong possibility in the 90% range that we're going to see a spike in the next 4 months. So be patient. We say hold, we say buy, we say hold, and we mean it. We don't just say, hold for a week. No, 4 months. But it's going to pay off, believe me. Okay, let's look at Reddit for our news. We have breaking news from Wall Street Bets. Ryan Cohen tweeted this picture, and what it alludes to is that he is going to be the new chairman of the board for GME. I don't know why this opened up. I didn't want to open this window. Wow, this is another massive development. Adam Aaron, CEO of AMC, just tweeted Trace Trades and said he would be delighted to engage with him and his subscribers since him and so many of them are AMC shareholders. After all, he works for us, and that's, wow, great attitude. That just makes me want to buy some more AMC. Actually, I have 0 AMC position right now, but I'd like to pick up some because of this kind of sentiment. Okay, so Trace Trades had an interview with the Wolf of Wall Street, and apparently it didn't go so well. I didn't watch the interview myself. It's on my watch list. And the feedback coming out is that people like that he's genuine, talking about Trace Trades. And I think we all know this. He's very genuine. He's down to earth. He's real. He's just being real with us. And there's so many people who are fake these days. And this person says it's so refreshing to see someone real. And I mean, that's what I'm trying to do on my channel too. We see a lot of, mainstream outlets and people who you just you get a feeling they're not really into it. They're just doing it because they have to or something. But it's irrefutable when you can detect someone's true passion for something. I mean, I do this updates. I do these updates every day, and if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to do it. But the stock market really excites me. We all have different reasons as to why we got into this kind of venture, and Trey is you know he has his own reason too, and I have my own reasons. I like numbers. I've been into the box office, and this is kind of like the box office to me, except I'm part of it. I'm participating. I'm an active participant, and yeah, you make money from it too. And it's fun to back companies that you actually believe in, like AMC, GameStop, Nintendo, Lucid, and Netflix, Beyond Meat, all these various companies that we believe in their platform, we believe in their business, we believe in their products, we believe in their IPs, and it's very good. So I'm just happy that other people recognize the same thing that I do about Trey. He's just a real dude. So I'm going to go to GameStop stock and just see how many people are on. And then we'll move on to Superstock and read their posts because it's going to be killer. I feel like we have a lot to cover. Uh, I'm going to make a separate video for this post. It's called the Everything Short. Um, okay, so again, 246, or they're not really changing. They're not increasing their subscribers. We also have 13,000 online for GME. Superstock, last time I checked, they're at about around 150 members and around 20,000 online. It seems to be the normal, like the average daily. But I feel like the sentiment is going up, particularly when it comes to AMC. So 161 members, yeah, they're getting closer and closer to what GME has. They're gonna close into 200,000, and we just saw the number. So there are way more people in Superstock, at least double. So let's look at what they have for us today, and I'll check right back with you. Okay, we have a big development on Superstock. This poster says that if the S and the D screw them over, or screw us over, I should say, it's not just them; it's everyone who are shareholders of GameStop and AMC. He's not going to buy an American stock again. Uh, I don't know. I think this is a very something really rubs me wrong about this post. I don't know if we've been infiltrated. I know we're being watched by the hedge funds and the short sellers, but thing is, if you take all your money out of GameStop and AMC and everyone decides to do the same thing, the stock's going to drop like crazy. I don't think you guys understand what what you're doing when you do that. Volume drives the price. So if we take out all our shares, if we just sell them, um, it's not going to bite very well for Ryan Cohen. It's not going to bite very well for Adam Aaron and these businesses that want to stay in business. So I don't think this is the right idea. You know what? Sell when it's high and uh, buy when it's low. Just let the stock be a stock. I mean, the SEC and all these, the DNO and all these people, they're not gonna let the short squeeze become too big. Maybe they'll let it rise to a certain point, say 300, 400, 500. Just because they didn't give us $1,000 doesn't mean it's completely corrupt. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't corrupt, but what I'm saying is there is give and take. They'll let it drop to maybe 120, probably no lower than 60, but they'll also let it rise to 350, 400, but no higher than 500. But I mean, we'll see. We will see what happens with the stock, and that's why I'm saying until the end of April, before August, we're going to see just where the stock is going to go. And it's hard for me to predict, but it's going to spike before the end of July, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, I'm not a, I have to tell you, I'm not a financial advisor expert. So just take what I say with a grain of salt. These are my opinions. So whatever you do, it's up to you. Okay. 420 share recall. Why it's important? Okay. I don't really know what this is about, but it's saying April 15th, there's going to be uh, shares being recalled. Okay. Let's go to the end and see. You can still share your cells if they are recalled. Okay. I'm not even sure what he's talking about. What is he talking? What are you talking about, friend? Appointing Ryan Cohen as chairman of the board of directors. Okay, I don't know what he's saying. I'm trying to find. Let me just pause it and decipher what he's saying. So the share recall is taking place April the 15th, 2021. So this is Vanguard also reporting that deadline of April 15th. And this ties in with one of the 3 big videos that I'm about to release. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But it's a very, very huge video talking about when GameStop and AMC are going to experience a strong uptick. I'm not going to call it a squeeze, but we're going to say a strong uptick, a big boost in its price per share. So this is really, really interesting. It's kind of It's not a coincidence. I don't believe it's a coincidence. This is tying in with what I have to present. So let's look at the next post. We have 3 more posts and then we'll close the video out. Okay, this poster is saying that we've seen a lower cost, a more innovative board of directors confirmed, and that applies to both GameStop and AMC. I've noticed that there's so much good news. All the news has been great for both companies, and the share price has been barely moved in response. That's how you know not only are these stocks being manipulated, they're being hedged. And I'll tell you why it's a good thing. Because in the event of a market crash, both of these stocks have been shorted to oblivion. They don't even exist in our reality, in the reality of whatever the market does. So that's why they're negative beta. So you have a market crash, let's say by this fall, September, October, maybe even before then, we have a stock market crash of 2021. The market goes from whatever, 35,000, whatever it is now, down to 20,000. Everything's going to fall except for GameStop and AMC. They're going to actually go up, and we could see a squeeze for GameStop of $1,000. AMC could go to 100, but eventually 1,000 as well once those who took the profits from GameStop move over to AMC and become a catalyst for AMC to, we're jump starting the stock basically with all our newly acquired funds. So that's going to be very interesting. Got 2 more posts to read. Let me see if they're worth reading. So this post was titled All the Pieces, Part 1, The Anatomy of Something. The Anatomy of the Crime of Citadel. So I'm going to read the TLDR summary. So Citadel has been perpetrating a crime. They are illegally counterfeiting shares into the stock market in order to profit. They are selling shares they don't have and never intended to deliver. CIT has been using their designation as a market maker to cover their activities, as well as continue to counterfeit shares. This poses an increasing risk to their own business and more so the overall market. And there are some updates. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. So this is exactly, I believe, and I agree with what he posted, that they've been doing this and they're going to pay for it very soon. You can't just get away with crime. How the short squeeze buyback works. Prepare for yourself, or prepare yourself. Not prepare for yourself. Okay, here we go. Their continuous purchasing of the stock will make this price go up continuously as well. The upward pressure on this thing will cause jumps in prices, of which the stock market has never seen. Number 2, if the short interest is anywhere close to what some of the DD is mentioning, could be 200 to as high as 500%. We don't know because they've been able to hide it with the deep in the money calls, and I have to add also the ETFs. So this is not going to be reconciled in a matter of hours. You will have time to get to your moon that you choose. Full disclosure, I believe this guy's a shareholder. Even with the purchase price, you will get attendees. The announcement of what they're going to do at the annual shareholders meeting is excellent news. Ryan Cohen is going to transform this company into a powerhouse. It will be, you know what, I'm going to say near unstoppable. I'm not going to say it's unstoppable because that's not true. Everything's stoppable. The fact they are paying top level people by profit the company makes gives them incentive and motivation to kick this into overdrive. So too long didn't read. Dear apes, please keep holding, keep the faith. Prepare for the most that is about to take place. Prepare an exit plan. Prepare for life-changing money. Prepare. Personally, I'm holding to 10 million. We'll see about that. You know what? I'm not going to discourage you, but I'm going to stay realistic. I'm going to sell at certain points. I'm going to buy at certain points. But I'm always going to keep at least 2 shares forever, as long as I can. One will just be to frame on a wall, and the other one will be to sell at the millions, because I feel like I will be selling some shares as we go up. And I know people say, wait for the peak and then sell at the drop. But to be honest, how many drops will we have? I think that's the big question. For me to say, okay, the stock is going to go to a billion and then it's going to drop, going to be like one hill. No, it's going to be multiple hills. We already seen that since January, went up to 480, was shorted to like 35, and then went up again 300 something, I think 350, and then was shorted again, went down to 120. So are we going to just go directly to a million, 10 million? No, we're going to see the same thing happen again. We're going to see 300 shorted, 400 shorted, maybe 1,000, perhaps. I think that's very likely. It's going to be shorted. How many squeezes will there be? It's hard to say. There could be multiple short squeezes. There could be multiple gamma squeezes. It all depends on the volume. It all depends on how much the short sellers can get away with. So that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for your time. This is Apex Investor signing out. Catch us tomorrow for the daily update. We'll try to do that earlier. I just want to say a big thank you to all the viewers, everyone who's liked and subscribed and hit the notification bell. Please do so if you haven't already, in order to get the truth out about these two very important stocks, probably the most important stocks in the stock market in terms of this revolution, this movement that has come organically. And, what I'm trying to do here is to archive these very important posts, very important DD, because there really is no other way to do this without digging through everything. So on a day-to-day basis, you can uh, pretty much archive all the top most important, most significant posts when it comes to this movement. And yeah, so that's it. So thank you very much again for your time. May God bless you, and God bless your investments. This is Apex Investor signing out.